Hey everyone, it's Alex. I'm here with Steven.
Hey,
There he is. He waved. We're here to explain the basics of the DMFL stat book, which we're calling the DMFL database now. First thing, I want to start off by explaining macros. When you first open up the document, it's going to give you an option for whether or not you want to enable macros. You want to enable macros. This workbook uses macros, and without them, it won't function properly. And Steven, there was something about the default option.
yeah, whenever I open the database, that means the stat book. When I open the database, it said, "Do you want to enable these?" Whatever little pop up, and the default was to disable. So I almost hit disable whenever until I realized Alex was telling me make sure you hit enable because the default, the one they want you to do is disable. So, but you want to enable.
Right, so enable, not disable. Next thing, this entire workbook is protected, which basically means that the structure can't be changed. For example, you can't move these worksheets around. You're seeing I'm getting a little symbol down there, meaning I can't move it. And you can't delete any worksheets, just to prevent, not necessarily any foul play, but to prevent any accidents. There's a lot of stats and stuff we want to protect. We don't want to lose them. And next, I want to explain these hyperlinks that we have here. These blue links, they'll take you to another worksheet. From here you can go, this is our printables table of contents. From here you can go to any printable document that we have on the workbook. So here we have the game sheet in legal size, which for those of you who don't know, the difference between legal size and standard is that legal size is bigger and only certain printers can use legal size paper. Why do we do this, Stephen?
Well, we did it so you could have. We put the kick in the box sheet used to be on the two different sheets, and what we did is we combined it to where it was on one, so you could flip back and forth from stats to all the information instead of having four sheets. You would just have one two-sided sheet. So we're still,
Right.
that's kind of the design for that.
So basically it saves paper. And if you
Correct.
don't have a legal size printer, that's fine. You can always use standard. Next up is the schedule. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. You can see it here. Okay, and here we have the game sheets. If you want to look at any particular game, you can go here and say you want to look at the Atlanta-Dallas game. Boom, you jump right to it. And you can see
And
all those stats. What was that, Steven?
I was gonna start mentioning the stat book, but we'll talk about the actual game sheets because there are some numbers underlined and such. But we'll all talk about that during another video.
Right. You may notice that I've been jumping back to the table of contents from this little box here. Let me just demonstrate that. Bam. This box is called a name box, and specific worksheets have a name. It is registered here with the name box, and from here you can go to any of these game sheets, for example. And like if you're inside a game sheet, like the Minnesota Cleveland, and you want to get back to the table of contents, you just click that, bam, you're there. Done.
It just comes in very handy when you have 50, 60 worksheets that you're trying to work through. It's much
Exactly.
easier to navigate.
And you see here we have league statistics as well as team pages and league leaders. All right. Anything else, Steven?
No, looks good.
All right. Well, that's a wrap then.
Thanks, guys.